Hello everyone. I want to talk to you about how to do problem number 34 from the homework assignment from section 5.1 on page 452. And it says to simplify 1 over 1 minus sine x plus 1 over 1 plus sine x. Alright? Now, in this particular problem, we have two fractions that have unlike denominators. So our first order of business is to make sure I find the least common denominator. Well, in this case, what's going to come to mind is, well, my one denominator is going to be 1 minus sine x times 1 plus sine x. Okay, so that's going to be my denominator. Now my numerator is going to be this. Whatever I don't have here, I have to multiply up here. So I don't have a 1 plus sine x here, so I have to multiply that up there. Then plus, whatever I don't have here, I have to multiply up here. So I don't have a 1 minus sine x here, so I have to multiply the top by 1 minus sine x. Alright? So here I have 1 plus sine x plus 1 minus sine x all over this. So now what's nice is that the plus sine x and the minus sine x, they cancel. Alright? So then I'm left with 1 plus 1, which is 2. The bottom, what I can do is I can use the nice FOIL method or the distributive property, however you want to interpret this. I'm going to get 1 times 1, which is 1. Negative sine x times positive sine x is negative sine squared x. And the middle terms, what's going to happen is I have a negative sine x, and then here I have a positive sine x. Negative sine x, positive sine x, they become 0. Opposites cancel out. Alright, so I'm left with 2 over 1 minus sine squared x. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remind you of two identities that we can use in order to come up with our answer. Well, sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta is equal to 1. That's going to come into play here. Also, what may come into play is one of the reciprocal identities. But I won't tell you which one just yet. I want to see what we can do to replace 1 minus sine squared x. Well, let's take the identity, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract sine squared theta from both sides. And what's going to happen is that cancels. So I have cosine squared theta is equal to 1 minus sine squared theta. And now I have something here that I can replace over here. So now this will ultimately become 2 over cosine squared x. Well, now there's another identity that I could use to simplify this. Okay? There's a reciprocal identity that states that secant theta is equal to 1 over cosine theta. So we're going to use that fact and apply that here. So 2 over cosine squared theta will be the same as 2 secant squared x. And this is our final answer.